Welcome in, everybody, to episode 9 of the Gridiron Geeks. My name is Strez, and joined with me today is my co-host,
Dakota. Hello.
Western Dakota, everywhere on social media. Make sure you go follow us both on all of the platforms. I don't want to waste any time. Obviously, we've got things that we're going to talk about tonight, but what's going on with this Maxx Crosby stuff? What is happening?
It's making me physically mad, and neither team is my team. I can't do this. So for those of you who have not caught up on the Maxx Crosby drama, which first of all, how are you not? But basically, the Raiders decided that they were going to trade Maxx Crosby to the Ravens for like a bunch of first round picks. And then what ended up happening was the trade went through, and rumors started swirling around that it was because he failed his physical, which now has been confirmed. Then the Ravens signed Trey Hendrickson, and everyone was like, oh, on top of that, the Raiders signed a bunch of people. So then you have this.
They didn't sign them because they couldn't sign them until yesterday. But they had handshake agreements.
Yeah.
And it was like $75 million worth of contract.
So then you have people being like, well, but the Raiders just did that, so what's going to happen now? The Ravens apparently had contacted Maxx Crosby's doctors and knew what was up. Then you have the fact that apparently Maxx Crosby was in the building doing his physical when Trey Hendrickson came in to sign his contract, and Trey Hendrickson confirmed that he mainly signed with the Ravens because of the opportunity to play with Maxx Crosby.
When it's laid out like that chronologically, it's just like, how does this happen? And apparently, what I'm hearing on the outside, league-wide, everyone is pissed about it. But also on the inside, it's like, I guarantee you that all of these other people are thinking to themselves, wow, they really lucked out. I wish that we could have got out of a trade where we sent 2 firsts to a team, and instead we're able to still sign a very good pass rusher in the process. Right. Like, I don't really think that the anger from the league is real. But I do think that part of it could be, because at that time it's like, you know, with all of these players, you know, maybe there was a player that you actually wanted to sign to your team in free agency, but they had already had a handshake agreement with the Raiders. So you had to move to your second or third option. And then now that Maxx Crosby's having to go back onto the books for the Raiders, maybe that player that they originally wanted to reach out to initially is now actually going to become available because they don't have to actually sign that contract, but I'm sure that they'll actually honor their handshake agreement, that type of stuff. It's just a flat out mess.
It not only is it a mess, to me it feels a little slimy, especially because Trey Hendrickson also just recently have surgery for an injury? And to me,
he missed like all last season.
Right. And like, to me, it's like the off season is the time for these guys to get healthy. Not to mention, it's not like Maxx Crosby's situation was not unknown. We knew about the hissy fit that happened in the Raiders organization when they benched him. He posted on his Instagram him in the recovery room after surgery. You knew what you were getting yourself into. So was this purely just a way for you to convince Trey Hendrickson to come and play for you? Did you not think that he was going to come otherwise?
I don't have a like legitimate guess as to like what the plan was. All I know is I put out on Twitter that something about the Raiders getting those 2 first-round picks, and I was like, they're still gonna mess it up. And the worst, even the worst possible scenario actually happens to them, and then now they don't even get those 2 first-round picks, which is just hilarious for
Well,
me as, as the resident Broncos fan. Like, of course I'm going to
right.
laugh when the Raiders' plans get completely thrown to the wayside.
And it's not even that. I can't even imagine how screwed they are cap-wise now.
Yeah, because I think Maxx Crosby's cap was somewhere north of 35 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like his cap hit this year. So they were, really hoping to get that off the books and, make let's go. Avalanche just scored. Sorry. And they were hoping that the Ravens were going to take that over because obviously the Ravens can afford to pay 35 million
Right.
to him to honor that contract that he's still a part of and stuff. But yeah, it's just
Right.
it's very, very, very bizarre.
The other
But I
problem
can
with
say,
it too. Oh,
no,
sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say the other problem too is that Maxx Crosby, if he wants to get out of the Raiders, is totally screwed now.
Yeah. Well,
his stock just died.
Yeah, I mean, I think that his trade value is still extremely high. So there's gonna be a team out there that really wants a pass rusher edge guy like Maxx Crosby, and they're gonna like wait a couple weeks for him to get a little bit healthier and then pass the physical.
Yeah.
And then make the trade. And I could see it being someone like the Cowboys, maybe.
I think the Cowboys were also initially like in the conversation for him.
Yeah, I feel like his name needs to be attached to the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys need to make a move like that because their defense was horrendous this last season.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the Bengals maybe could attach themselves to it too. I mean, they've got player capital because T. Higgins is absolutely, but then again, you're in that's a crowded wide receiver room.
It's a very
George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. I don't know that would be the trade piece, but I feel like there's teams out there that are so needy defensively, that they'll be willing to do something about. I don't know. Have a doctor fudge the results. I don't know if that's even a thing that happens. I'm sure it happens all the time, but it's just like,
right? Because
what's the point in passing a physical in March?
We knew that back in February, he had a surgery. We know that these guys take the off season to heal.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? Why? Like, why do they have to pass a physical in order for you to sign them? Because it's literally March.
I think most teams don't do their physicals until like April, June. Am I right in that? Like, I feel like usually it's like, oh, this guy signed, and then we wait a little bit, and then we hear, oh, they passed their physical. Like, I don't feel like it's ever this quick that they have failed their physical or even done their physical. I could be wrong on that, though.
I don't really know. Like, I'll be honest with you, Coda. This is my least favorite part of the year. Like, I hate this piece. Like, it's so obnoxious to me that, like, we're seeing Malik Willis get a $65 million deal with the Miami Dolphins, and like $45 million of it is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, it's so silly. And I hate this part of it because contract numbers don't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I could sit here and tell you all day what a bear front is, what a 3 is, what a 2-eye is, all of that kind of stuff. Cover 4, cover 9, cover 2. I could tell you all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I can't explain to you contract negotiations. I can't explain to you how free agency is supposed to work. And we're at the point in time too where everyone is just like, trying to build their team. They're trying to make sense of what their team's going to look like. And I'm like, the draft is still a month and a half away. We still don't know. And also happening right now, people are putting out mock drafts, and those are literally my least favorite things in existence. I'm just like I want to fast forward to June. Like, I just want to get to June. Like, can we just skip through all of this crap and just get to June?
Yeah, I want mandatory training camp, I want mandatory camps. I want
rookie mini camp is always beautiful. Like,
camp, yep.
It's just like I want to see real football. I'm tired of freaking.
You don't like
hundreds
baseball,
of millions.
so this, like, sucks for you.
No, well, I do have. I mean, hockey is happening right now, and my team is the best in
That's
the
fair.
NHL, which is cool. But like
Okay.
football's king. Like it's just like it always
Yeah, I
has
mean
been
that
and
is what
always
our
will be.
podcast is.
Yeah, like it's whatever. But I guess it's
I
what we're going to
mean,
talk about. It's what the show. That's why we do the show.
I do really like free agency because it's interesting, like, because I actually do like this aspect of things. I like looking at like film, I like looking at people's stats and then getting to see how the league values that. And I think for me too, it does kind of give you a little bit of an insight as to what these teams are going to be doing to next year and also where their eyes are draft wise. Because I mean, a
Yeah,
lot of these teams could have drafted a defensive back. They could have wanted, but they aren't willing to take the risk like there's something to me about taking a free agent for 1 to maybe 3 years versus drafting somebody, because when you take a free agent, you know that they're seasoned, you know that they've been playing for a little bit, and you know that they potentially need to adjust or grow, but it isn't going to take as long as a rookie who's probably going to take a season and a half to fully like
yeah,
get the whole shebang of things. So it's interesting to me because in my brain it's like you're finding out where these teams are willing to take risks and where they are willing to make safer bets.
yeah.
So
No,
it's
that's
interesting
true.
too, because then on top of that, it's like, in the case of like running backs, we had a very good running back be available very quickly and then become unavailable very quickly. And it was being said that the Vikings were in conversations with that, but then they saw the number and went, we're not paying that for a running back. So they kept Aaron Jones. It also tells you kind of like even the denials and the like when you find out this team was in conversation with this player but they fell out, it also tells you what those teams value and where they are willing to spend money. The Vikings, they are a very pass heavy team. They aren't willing to spend the money on a running back,
Yeah,
and they still do have some value in Aaron Jones or like Jalen Naylor, our wide receiver 3, very good wide receiver 3, very well beloved here in Minnesota, but the Vikings were like, "Hey, we've got somebody else."
yeah,
So to me like I understand why a lot of people don't like free agency, but for me it's always just been about what do these teams and do what these teams think they need align with what I think they need or what the community thinks they need, you know? Like
yeah.
the Buccaneers getting rid of Mike Evans. What's that about?
I saw this video today on TikTok of this. He was maybe 7 years old,
Yeah.
and he was bawling. And he walks in. His dad walks into his room, and he's like, "What's wrong, son?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Mike Evans isn't gonna be on the Buccaneers anymore." Like it was the cutest thing. I was like, "Hey, man, it could be worse.
It could
Like
be worse.
your team could just say, "Hey, let's run it back with the exact same roster as last year."
Or your team could re-sign a quarterback that they had years ago.
Yeah, or or I mean, I don't know.
They could sign
As
another quarterback.
since we're already getting into this conversation, I want to talk about free agency winners and losers so far. And this isn't just like
Okay.
teams that are winners and losers. This isn't just like sides of the balls that are winners or losers, or players who are winners and losers of free agency. Like we can include fan bases, we can include anything that we want to include in this. And I want to go on the record and say this out loud for Dakota to hear directly.
Oh no.
I think one of the biggest winners of free agency is Kyler Murray
Yeah.
because he is getting a change of scenery, which he has needed for years now. And that change of scenery just so happens to include Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, we all know what I wanted to happen, and maybe
You
it'll
wanted
still
Kirko. Like,
happen.
it makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe it'll still happen. God, if you hear me. But like if I take away my objectability on it, like it is absolutely a fantastic pickup from not only Kyler Murray's perspective, but from the Minnesota Vikings perspective. I think that he is going to flourish under Kevin O'Connell, and I think that he is going to have a Sam Darnold level improvement. I genuinely think he will. I will say, I feel like the absolute winner here, and we've already technically talked about it. I still feel like Josh Allen is a winner with that DJ Moore pickup.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you see the comments on the clip that you posted?
yeah, people are like, "What are you talking? Like, what are you talking about? A two is like overpaying for DJ Moore." I'm like,
The
Are-
Bears fans are coping.
are we aware? Are we talking about the same DJ Moore?
Right, right.
He was the best wide receiver in the Bears receiver room.
And I don't think they've picked anyone up.
No, it was literally just a second round draft pick in return.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, like, that's it. And they're like, that's it. Like, that's a great pickup for trading DJ Moore. I was like, you traded DJ Moore and a fifth. And you got just a second round pick back.
Yeah.
The Ravens were willing to give the Raiders 2 first round picks for Maxx Crosby,
who's old and injured.
DJ Moore is like the offensive version of Maxx Crosby. Like,
it's crazy.
Am I crazy? I don't know. Yeah. Technically wasn't a free agency thing, but yeah, Josh Allen is 100% going to be able to throw for maybe 5,000 yards this season. Like, brand new stadium. Like, he's got a brand new whip and a brand new best friend. Like, it's going to be freaking crazy. And like, I mean, Keon Coleman's going to have another year under his belt.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have, easily one of the best, like, top 5 running backs in the league. James Cook, he led the league in rushing last season. He had 1,700 yards.
It's looking. I mean, as long as they also build up that offensive line, I do believe that this is the Bills' year to lose.
And Josh Allen needs to not play the worst game of his life in the divisional round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And like, I've been trying to have. And this is my biggest loser of free agents is the Denver Broncos, specifically the Denver Broncos fans.
What are you?
We haven't done anything.
Doing?
We let John Franklin Myers walk. We let Dre Greenlaw walk.
God.
Like, we are running it back with the same roster minus productive talent.
Mm-hmm.
So we're technically right now at this point, we are not as good as we were last year. And last year, I am one of the most optimistic, excited fans of all time.
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos roster was not a 14-3 roster. We won 14 games, and most of them were won by 1 score, and were because of Bo Nix magic in the fourth quarter to come back down 30 freaking points.
Right.
At times. And the divisional round, we were 1 Josh Allen turnover fewer from not winning that football game.
Yeah.
It's like, I need Broncos fans. Like, if you're watching this right now, I need you to listen to me. We cannot be okay with the fact that this team is just going to run it back with the same roster, because that same roster is not talented enough, specifically on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. Like, I'm okay with the J.K. Dobbins, re-signing J.K. Dobbins. I need him to stay healthy. I am one of the biggest J.K. Dobbins fans ever. I've been watching him since he was 18 years old because he played football at my favorite school, The Ohio State University. He was a fantastic running back at Ohio State. He's been great the entire time he's been in the league, but he's averaging 8 games a season.
Yeah.
And they're giving him a contract, like 2 years, $20 million or something like that. And I'm just like, he played 10 games for us last season. Granted, in those 10 games, he was top 5 running back. So if he can stretch that out through 17 games and into the playoffs, the Broncos might be sitting pretty. But
as long as he can stay healthy.
I just can't expect that to be the case. Because, I've never seen otherwise. I love J.K. Dobbins so much. I just have to see him be healthy. And so, when we hadn't re-signed J.K. Dobbins yet and Kenneth Walker signed with the Chiefs, I'm like, what are we doing? What's happening here? And the other thing too is the receiver room is a mess. It doesn't feel like the Broncos are making any sort of moves to add talent to that wide receiver room, because when you look at advanced analytics and specific scores, The Broncos pass catchers, wide receivers, tight end rooms combined were the worst in the NFL.
Jeez.
We had the least productive tight end room in the NFL last year. Guess what? We're running it back with the exact same tight end room.
Which is interesting too, because I'm pretty sure like Travis Kelce was going into free agency. Like
he wasn't leaving Kansas City.
I mean, he wasn't, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was still worth a shot to me.
No, yeah, there were options out there. I mean, David Njoku's name was out there.
Yeah.
Like there were other guys out there. Like I love that we kept Evan Ingram, but the fact that it was like some other players. So yeah, I just like it's been maybe that's why I don't like this time of year because I'm just so jaded by the Denver Broncos this offseason. Because the fan base, we are ripping each other apart on social media. It is not pretty. Like it is not pretty. So
yeah,
like when the Broncos finally do make a move, which there is some smoke around them making a trade for AJ Brown. If they finally do make a move and it's something like that, then it'll hit like crack. But I don't think it's going to actually happen.
I can see AJ Brown wanting an out just based on how he like was all of last season. The fact that he is, I'm surprised.
I feel like he's just, I don't know. I don't like Nick Sirianni either, so I totally get it.
I hate Nick Sirianni.
I would want out of Philadelphia too if I were AJ Brown.
Every time quick side tangent, I go to Philadelphia once a year for a tabletop and board game convention because I'm a geek, and
a gridiron geek.
I'm a gridiron geek. We always fly over Lincoln Financial, and every time we do, I just quietly to myself go, "Boo!
You stink!
Boo!" But I'm not crazy enough to like say it out loud or go to the stadium because
Philly fans they might get you.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. My loser. I think a lot of people are considering this team and this individual a winner, and I have to say otherwise because he went from one horrible situation to another. I don't like Geno Smith going back to the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why people are saying that that's such a good thing for him.
It's such a Jets thing to take the Raiders like castaway.
Right.
It's so funny.
Like, the Jets are a mess.
Yeah.
They're
Did you know that
mess.
Did you know that on defense last year they didn't record a single interception?
No.
All season long, the Jets didn't have a single interception.
Love that for you, Gino. Have fun, bestie.
Yeah, have fun not getting extra possessions. Like, what are we?
It just it makes no sense to me. I don't understand like why people are like, no, this is really good. Tell me where it's good.
Well, yeah,
I want to know. Show me.
When?
The Jets were dead last on the NFLPA like player thing. Last year they were absolute dog shit. Like there is they didn't have an interception. I didn't even know that. They didn't have an interception. It's very evident that leadership both at head coach and GM position doesn't know what they're talking about. And it's like we just took a chance on another 30-something-year-old quarterback like 2 years ago with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, but that 30-something-year-old quarterback had MVPs and Super Bowl.
Right. And you still couldn't get the job done. And now he's over in Pittsburgh being mediocre.
Yeah.
He couldn't even be mediocre for you. Like, and you think that what you need is another aging quarterback who hasn't done anything successful in 5 years?
Yeah. That one was crazy to me. And it just it's further proof that there are organizations that exist in the NFL that are poorly run, have always been poorly run, and will always be poorly run. The Jets are absolutely one of those organizations.
At some point,
they've had peaks.
Yeah,
they've had moments where they've been really, really good, but it has never lasted. It's never been a lasting success.
There has to be at some point some interference, some intervention. That's the word I was looking for. Intervention from the league. Because it's ridiculous.
Roger Goodell is going to hold their owner against the table and be like, sell the team.
Sell it to somebody else, we beg. Please, we are losing sales rapidly. Nobody is buying Jets jerseys. Except the fan base
Maybe
still, like, Jets fans, can you
Jets
please,
fans are
in the
very loyal
comments,
to their team.
in the comments, tell us why. I want to know why. Like, this isn't, like,
Yeah.
not judgment. Like, I genuinely would love to know, and this is coming from a Vikings fan, so, you know, like, I'm one to talk, but it's like, I want to know why you stay, man. Like, I mean, I get it, you know, you stay with your team through thick and thin, but, like, you guys have had way more thick than you have thin. Same with Raiders fans. Raiders fans, I think, have consistently been losers for a very long time since they moved to
For
LA or
not like
Las Vegas.
not we're not saying like Raiders fans are losers, but
No,
like
no,
we're
no,
saying that
no.
they're like year
You're
in and year out
consistently, yeah,
losing. Yeah. And like all the moves, like they moved from LA, they moved to Oakland, and then they moved to Las Vegas.
yeah.
Like
It must be hard.
that's hard to maintain a fan base. And then when you're doing all of those things too, you're like, I mean, your best quarterback in the last 20 years is Derek Carr.
Who I feel like if Derek Carr had the Kevin O'Connell on his shoulder, I think he would have also gotten a lot better. But like,
Well,
look, as somebody who lives in Southern California and has had many interactions with Raider fans, I think y'all get a really bad rep. I genuinely do. A really kind Raider fan once bought me a tequila shot at a bar after the
nice.
Vikings won that horrendous game with one field goal. But like Raiders fans and Jets fans, why are you guys still fans of those teams? We would like to know, and we just want you to know that we're here for you. We love you. We see you. We acknowledge you, unlike your ownership.
When did
You looking up when they moved to Vegas?
No, I'm looking at when was Rich Gannon's last game? Because I'm like, maybe there was a better quarterback in the last 20 years. No, it was 2004. It was his last season. So yeah, the last 20 years, the best quarterback that the Raiders have had is Derek Carr for sure.
That's crazy. Raiders
But
fans, we love you. I'm so sorry, besties.
take heart, Raiders fans. Fernando Mendoza did win the Heisman. He is a competitor.
Yeah.
He is a massive cornball and does not fit the Raiders mold at all. But if you guys can somehow get him in there and he can start winning football games, I mean, you've got a new coach, new quarterback.
Tom Brady owns you partially.
Tom Brady's part owner. You got Ashton Genty at running back. You can
Maybe something's changing.
Brock Bowers is probably the best tight end, like most talented tight end in the NFL.
Oh, for sure.
Like there's something there. Will Maxx Crosby be playing for them? That is yet to be decided.
We don't know. If he does, good luck.
I want to say another winner for free agency is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
You now have 2 Super Bowl MVPs in your backfield, in Patrick Mahomes and Kenneth Walker.
Disgusting.
And Kenneth Walker is a massive upgrade. Kenneth Walker will be the best running back to play in a Chiefs uniform since Jamal Charles. And that's saying something because I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a solid running back. Isaiah Pacheco was a solid running back. Why am I blanking on the guy's name that they had and then he's left because of legal issues and then came back and was on their team last year? Kareem Hunt.
Yes.
He was good. Like, you guys have had good running backs, but Kenneth Walker is by far going to be the best running back that has been on your team since the great Jamal Charles.
Absolutely.
So it's disgusting. Like, I really, really hate that. And now they also have 2 first-round draft picks this season. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are we being for real right now?
I have to read you. So I'm on NFL.com right now. Do you want to know who their number 1 winner is for this offseason? It just says chaos.
Valid. That is so true.
And I mean, it's all about like the Maxx Crosby situation. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I I don't have another winner. I do have another loser that again I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about. The Green Bay Packers. I mean, losing one of your best wide receivers is, and I would honestly say a good chunk, like to have or one half of the NFC North are losers. I'd say the Bears and Packers both. Just like the Packers have done about nothing other than lose Dobbs. The Bears lost DJ Moore. Meanwhile, I guess yeah, I would say like one half of the NFC North are winners, one half are losers.
Well, the Lions lost David Montgomery.
They lost even Montgomery, but then they picked up Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, which doesn't matter because again, we've had this conversation before. Jahmyr Gibbs is all you need.
Right. So like, you know, to me, it's like I haven't seen the Packers do anything that has reached my timeline on anything, and I follow and I'm friends with some Packers fans who haven't said anything to me, and that's how I know. The Bears, again, they lost DJ Moore, and I haven't seen them do most anything yet either. But then you've got the Vikings picking up some necessary guys in the secondary and on the defensive line.
Got better quarterback.
We picked up a cheap quarterback. We were able to lose a ton in cap space, but be able to still like fix our team in the areas that we needed to fix cheaply. So yeah, I guess half of the NFC North are winners, the other half are losers. But I mean, it's also the Packers, so of course they're losers.
That hate really does run deep.
It runs so
I actually
deep.
saw Brandon Perna from That's Good Sports on Twitter, who is a friend of the page. We need to get him on the show at some point.
Yeah.
He shared a graphic on Twitter of the report card for like NFL free agencies.
Yeah.
There was one D-. It was the lowest grade. Guess who it was?
Packers.
Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos. The Broncos are the only team to not sign someone externally.
Dang.
31 teams have signed a player in free agency that was not on their roster last year. The Broncos have yet to do that.
I mean, there are still some pretty good people out there floating around. So never say never. But
we don't like the Broncos have plenty of pretty good players already.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't
have a Pat Surtain on the offense.
Yeah, but I mean, like you and I talked about that. You wouldn't necessarily say that some of your guys are like number one in their position.
Yeah,
so to me, it's like, why not try?
Thank you. Like that's where I have been this entire time. I'm like, we're no longer under the thumbprint. I'm sorry, I keep just ranting about the Broncos.
No, this is a safe space. Go off, bestie.
Like we're finally out from underneath the thumb of the Russell Wilson deal.
Yeah,
we no longer owe him any money, which is like $35 million worth of cap space that opened up.
Yeah, which is
that you
insane.
can spend on a star. You don't even have to get a superstar, just a star.
You could get somebody cheap for like half that and then retain the other 15 for like anything else.
That's what I'm saying. But no, we're good. We're going to run it back with the same roster while everyone around us is getting better, including the Chiefs, who just got the Super Bowl MVP at running back and then also has 2 first-round draft picks this draft. Also, one of those draft picks happens to be in the top 10. And then also the Raiders are making really good moves left and right. They improved at center. They are going to get the first overall draft pick, and it's going to be a quarterback.
Yep.
They've got a new coach. They've gotten better all across the board. The Chargers have quietly been getting better as well.
That Keaton Mitchell signing. Dang.
And the Broncos are just sitting there like, no, we're good. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's fine. It makes me wonder what they're looking at in the draft. What do you have your eye on in the draft that you don't think that you can get in this free agency period when this is a very good free agency class?
Yeah.
Like,
there's this draft class is like not an impressive like football playing draft class. I think this draft class is like an impressive athletic draft class.
Yeah.
And I say that there are some very good defensive players in this draft class.
But a lot of them you're going to have to develop. A lot of these are going to be players that you're going to have to dedicate a good chunk of their rookie contracts on.
And also the issue is, for the Broncos, they have pick 30. It's not like you're going out there and going to be drafting a superstar.
Right.
So it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. Like,
and I don't think you guys have any complimentary draft picks either that you picked up. Do you?
That you got from compensatory draft picks? Yeah, yes, we got the very last 2 in the entire draft.
Oh, yeah, that's not...
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant's definitely... I mean, sure, Brock
Purdy.
Listen,
you could get another Brock Purdy. You never know. You could get David Cornsweat in that new movie.
No, this is... It's just like... It's just... It's so frustrating. Like Broncos fans are just like, what are we... Like, we're not making the playoffs this year. Like, that's where we're at in Broncos country. But, yeah... I don't know. Let us know in the comment section who you guys have as your winners and losers for free agency. If it's a fan base, if it's a player, if it's a team, an organization.
Or a concept like chaos.
Yeah, maybe chaos is... Honestly, chaos is the winner.
Yeah.
The true winner. Speaking of chaos, there have been some chaotic lightsaber battles that we've...
Yeah!
That we have witnessed in the history of Star Wars, which has been around for... almost 60 years? 50 years?
50 years. 50 years. Because it's 50 next year.
Yeah, 7. That's 5, not 6.
I'm speaking this into existence now. I am going to manifest that we can do a Gridiron Geeks episode live at Star Wars Celebration next year. I'm speaking that into the universe now. I'm manifesting it for us.
That would be so cool.
It'd be awesome. I'm manifesting it.
So this is something that Dakota's wanted to do for
like 4 episodes now.
Basically a whole month. And we just keep pushing it off because there keeps being like other news that we get to talk about, like when we get to this geek section of the show. Yeah. So we are going to rank our favorite lightsaber battles. Mm-hmm. Which is like really hard. Like I didn't do any prep for this.
So many good ones.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you and I both I've said this a couple times already. Like I've been rewatching all of Star Wars canon, so I've got a couple.
Valid. These are all pretty fresh. Question:
mm-hmm.
Does it have to be a lightsaber battle, or can it be a lightsaber moment?
Ooh, I'll give you moments. Because that also kind of changes some of my answers. I'll give you moments.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yes. How do you want to do this?
Like top 5?
Oof.
And just like quickly go through them?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Moments.
We're not drafting these either, so we can have some of the same same ones in the same spots.
Okay. Top 5. First number 5 for me, lightsaber duel has to be Return of the Jedi, Vader, Luke. I get chills every single time Luke Skywalker says, "You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi like my father before me."
Tosses it to the side.
Yeah.
He's got the little white flap flowing in the wind on his shirt.
Like just the way that fight takes place. Like going from Luke impulsively, because he has nowhere else to put his impulses while he watches his friends get destroyed, into that fight. The fact that he is so compassionate for his friends that he gives away Leia. The fact that then when Vader threatens Leia, the dark side comes out in Luke, but then he's able to like retain it because then he realizes he's slowly becoming like his father.
At that moment where he slices, again, another Skywalker getting a hand sliced off at another moment, he realizes like it's a mechanical hand, and he looks down at his mechanical hand and thinks, wait a second, I don't want to be him.
Right. And it ties back to when Obi-Wan called Darth Vader more machine than man nowadays. Luke is realizing that Vader's anger has turned him into a machine. And Palpatine had sort of did that in mind. If you know anything about Darth Vader's suit, it was created to consistently keep Anakin in pain, to keep him angry,
Yeah.
to keep him powerful. So he is a machine. He is just running on anger. And I just it's such an underrated fight, but it's so good.
Can keep you alive if you know anything about Darth Maul. Anger and hate can be all you need to keep you alive, even if you get sliced in half. That's a good number 5.
Thank you.
I do like that one. I think my number 5 is Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar and Revenge of the Sith. I'm just kidding. That's not number 5.
Oh my God,
I'm totally kidding.
Don't piss me off. I was about to leave.
I'm gonna say number 5 for me is probably when Mace Windu and Kit Fisto and who's the other one that goes with them?
Yeah.
To arrest Emperor Palpatine. He's not Emperor, Chancellor Palpatine at that time. And then Chancellor Palpatine stands up and does the little thing where he pulls it out of his sleeve and then freaking jackknife 900s towards them. And then just 1-2 kills 2 Jedi Master like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Bro, what? That's crazy. And up until this point, if you're watching it chronologically and know nothing and can't figure anything out, you have no idea that Chancellor Sheev Palpatine is a dark Lord of the Sith. You have no clue. I mean, you kind of know because they're going to arrest him, but
right. But if it's you've never seen Star Wars 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, you don't know.
Yeah, and also Darth Vader, I mean, even people who had watched the original trilogy before the prequel trilogy, Darth Vader never moved like that. We'd never saw, up until that point, we had never seen anybody with a red lightsaber move like that.
Not even
Darth Maul in episode 1. He wasn't moving like that. So it was just one of those things where it was oh my God. He made the ugliest faces. But I mean, in that moment too, it does lead into him versus Mace Windu. And then kind of that fateful scene where Anakin comes to stop it, cuts off both Mace Windu's hands, and then Emperor Palpatine force lightnings him out of the window. Yeah. And then that's the moment Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's kind of riding on that lightsaber battle, and it starts out the most insane. It's treason then. It's one of the most ridiculous moments that I feel like we had seen in live action Star Wars up until that point. So yeah, that's my number 5.
That moment too, thinking about it, also mirrors that of the fight that Anakin has with Dooku at the very beginning of that movie, where Anakin, because a lot of people are well, Anakin's reckless, he doesn't have a sense of morals. Anakin didn't want to kill Dooku.
Yeah.
He didn't want to. He wanted to keep him as a prisoner because he knew that it was wrong to kill an unarmed prisoner. Then, regardless on how he felt for Sheev, wanted to keep Palpatine alive because he had, he literally says he has to stand trial. And so there is some of his morals, but then the intensity of the situation gets worse, and then he's well, no, I need him. You can't kill him.
Well, yeah, I think in that moment at the beginning where he doesn't want to kill Count Dooku was actually good morally. Yeah. Good morally. And then this moment where he was we can't kill him. He has to stand trial. It's actually because he wants something from Palpatine, because he thinks that Palpatine's going to be able to teach him how to stop Padme from dying.
I think too, it's also just you think of this moment as the pull between Anakin and Darth Vader. It's these two people literally fighting over Anakin, and because then immediately after he's oh my God, I can't.
What have I done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Anakin. He's just so
and then 30 minutes later, he's just slicing up younglings left and right.
Yeah.
The fall is fast, friends. Yeah, that's just.
I wish there's so many like deleted scenes from that movie. I wish that we had kept because there were so many other things with his fall with Padme. Oh, but I could talk about that
Yeah,
another
there was
time.
a lot of good stuff there. But yeah, that's my number 5.
Number 4 is not from a movie.
Good.
It is not from Clone Wars.
We got a Rebels.
It is from the Old Republic cinematics.
Oh, so I'm not even going to be familiar with this one.
I will send it to you after this. But those who know. When you first play...
Is this on KOTOR?
No, this is on the Old Republic MMO.
Okay.
You didn't know there was an MMO?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, bud. So there was an Old Republic multiplayer online RPG game. And it's one of my all-time favorite video games. I still play it to this day. It's so good. You basically get to like pick whatever like kind of Jedi you want to be. You could be a Sith, you could be a Jedi. Like it's so fun. Anyway. But the game, when you first download it, the game opens with a cinematic that explains how the Sith War started in the Old Republic, in the Old Republic era. And it's Satele Shan, who is one of the best Jedi to ever Jedi, and her master fight these two Sith. And it's like how the Jedi find out that the Sith have come back. And it is such an epic lightsaber fight. At one point, Satele doesn't have her lightsaber. I don't remember why or what happened to it. And so she's like bending backwards to avoid getting sliced in half by the Sith when her master throws his lightsaber, counters the slice, and then pulls his lightsaber back. And then she's able to kick the Sith apprentice away. To me, it is one of the coolest examples of utilizing the Force in a lightsaber duel, and also just like the overall like, because her master and her have a Force connection. They're not dyads, but they are very well connected in the Force. Right. And it also showcases that. It showcases like different Sith abilities. It genuinely is one of my favorite lightsaber battles that I wish more people talked about. And recently somebody, I can't remember if it was TikTok or Twitter, like mentioned it, was like, I don't know why people aren't putting this on their top 5 ranking list because it's so good. I was like, you know what? You're right. It's my number 4. Satele Shan, I love you, babes. You're fantastic. She at one point uses the Force to crush a tree to drop on a Sith. It's so cool. She's Jesus. So cool. I love her. But yeah, the opening cinematic for Star Wars The Old Republic MMORPG is number 4 for me. I will send it to you after this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that.
It's so cool.
So MMO means what?
Multi-something online.
Okay.
Multi-member.
So is Fortnite an MMO?
No.
See, I like gaming is like not, which is funny. Like I play video games on Twitch, but like I tell people all the time, like I am not a gamer. I can't tell you what RPG stands for, except for it's a rocket launcher on Call of Duty.
Well, let me see if... No, it's not. Okay, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. So in order to be... It is considered a massively multiplayer online game because of, it's Fortnite, but it's not an RPG because RPG is role-playing game.
Right. You play the same character. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
We follow a storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch that one. I'll have to see if I can find that somewhere and like play it. Because I played Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
For like an hour, and then I think my MacBook Air broke.
I play it on my Mac, and I can do it fairly well. So I'll send you all this stuff.
Okay, cool. That'll be good. Cool. My number 4 is also not a live action lightsaber duel.
Okay.
It is the final battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Maul.
Oh, from Rebels.
Yes, from Rebels. That scene is like, and I'm actually really curious. Like after we get Maul Shadow Lord, the show that's coming out next month.
Woohoo.
Oh my God, it's coming out next month.
I'm so
After we
excited.
get that show, it's going to make us like Maul even more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we get to that moment where like Obi-Wan is doing the thing where he dodges the move that Maul used to kill Qui-Gon Jinn, he dodges it and then like does the final blow on Maul, and then he's like holding him in his arms,
Yeah.
and Maul is like he's asking the question like about the chosen one. Like that scene is going to be even more like there's going to be even more emotion given to it, I think, after this Maul episode
Oh, for
comes out
sure.
or TV show comes out. So yeah, that one is cool. It's like it's not like crazy acrobatic
Mm-hmm.
like all that kind of stuff. Like it's almost like an old school lightsaber battle,
Yeah.
like New Hope level. A little bit better, a little bit faster because it has to be because it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that old school like what is I can't think of the name of the sword style that it's all based off of. Um from
Yeah.
it's that Japanese it's a specific Japanese like style of like sword
Yeah.
fighting. It's like that slow, methodical, like I'm watching their every move type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um which was so perfect and so necessary for that scene because like Darth Maul took Obi-Wan Kenobi's master from him.
Yeah.
And because of Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn dying, Obi-Wan Kenobi then has to raise this kid that eventually turns to the dark side on him and helps usher in this empire. And all of this is happening, and Obi-Wan is like also trying to protect Luke Skywalker throughout all of this whole thing. And
Yeah.
Darth Maul just wants to kill Kenobi because that's all he has ever wanted to do.
Right.
So there's so much to it. It's just like it's a very short thing, but it's like it's so meaningful, I think, for like people who have enjoyed not just like the movies and the live action TV shows, but also have like watched the Rebels TV show, the Clone Wars TV show. Like if
Yeah.
you've spent the time to watch those things, like it was a really cool payoff for that. That's my number 4.
And it's just good closure for both of them too. I think they
Yeah.
both needed that closure.
Yeah, it was like the end of a chapter in their story. I feel like
Yeah.
they were probably around the same age, and like
Yeah.
I mean I don't know how long Zabrak live. Like I don't like
I
that's
think it's
not
like
something
human years. Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. Speaking of which, I hated going through Dathomir on Jedi Fallen Order. I feel like there was a jump scare around every freaking turn. I'm like, this is stupid. But yeah, so I
I've
feel like
already
they were
talked
like
about
the
my
same
feelings.
age. Like they kind of grew
Yeah.
up together. It feels like, Obi-Wan was kind of probably always looking over his back because he, learned like after a while that, oh, Maul's actually still alive. How is that even possible? So he was
Right.
always like looking over his shoulder for that while, so yeah.
So I have 2 for number 3, but I'm doing 2 because they're from the same movie and they involve the same character.
Okay. I'll allow it.
The Force Awakens.
Talk to me.
When they're fighting on when it's right after Kylo Ren has sliced the living daylights out of Finn and the Skywalker lightsaber is sitting in the snow.
That lightsaber
It
belongs to me.
belongs to me. And Kylo Ren goes to use the Force
Yeah.
to get the lightsaber and it goes flying past him and Rey picks it up. I was a mess in the theater. I'm still a mess to this day when I watch that moment.
None of us saw that coming.
No. But there was just something about seeing a woman for the first time live action who is a main character actually utilize the Force like that. We never saw Leia do it. Padme was, I mean, people say that she was Force sensitive when she had the twins. That I will confirm, but like she wasn't a Force user. Yeah, we saw Ayla Secura and Barriss and all them in the Attack of the Clones very briefly.
Right.
But then that paired with her having, and I wish we had focused on this more in the sequels, just the amount of like I see a lot of myself in Rey because of the way that she talked about like Han and Luke and Leia and like how they were like these mythic people to her. And
Yeah.
that she then got to drop down into one of their adventures, you know, after being alone and had nobody. Um, so seeing her be worthy of the Skywalker lightsaber, and then that moment where she holds it out to Luke. Those two moments for me are number 3 lightsaber moments because
Okay.
they're just like so, to me they're so emotionally attached because of like who I was as a person when that movie came out and like how much I identified with Rey's character and still identify with Rey's character, that to me those two moments like they have to go together because
Yeah.
they just can't. They
Okay.
can't be
So
separated.
with that, knowing how much you loved that moment where she was holding the lightsaber out to Luke Skywalker.
Is yours gonna be when he
No,
throws
no,
it?
no, no, no. How did you feel when that happens in The Last Jedi?
Oh, it was like I was Rey. Like I was sitting there like,
What? Yeah.
just like, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. We just made a whole big deal about the fact that that Maz Kanata has it.
It's look, this is your lightsaber.
Dude,
It's like, no,
where's your
actually, it's not. Like,
It's
I
actually
have
my
a new one.
dad's.
I went and got
Like,
my own kyber
like it's
crystal.
green and like my hand came off with it, you know, just like really bad memories with
Yeah,
that
keep
saber.
it. I don't want it. Like,
Also, when you consider this lightsaber killed like a shit ton of kids, dude. Like, why would you want this saber?
and I mean, countless other Jedi. I mean, how many offline Jedis were assassinated by
By that
Darth
lightsaber.
Vader?
The amount of war crimes that lightsaber has seen too in the Clone Wars.
Well, I guess Darth Vader, like, he didn't use that anymore when he became Darth Vader. So
No, but like in the Clone Wars, Anakin used that to commit a lot of war crimes.
yeah, is it a war crime if it's a clanker?
What is wrong with Anakin Skywalker? I hate him.
Dude is crazy. Okay, that's
I'm
good.
so in
That's
love.
funny. So that's
Oh
an
my
interest.
God.
That's a cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we just take? This isn't in my top 5, but
Yeah.
honorable mention to Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
Oh, okay. Since we're doing honorable mentions, I have another honorable mention. But yeah, like that. Like, ooh, the first time we saw that
in that trailer when it was like, I was like, this thing just has a cross guard. Oh my God.
and then he uses it too. Like it's not just there for like
we don't
coolness,
see him.
like,
We don't even see him use it until episode 9, which was just like,
no, he uses it against Finn. He burns Finn's shoulder with it.
Oh, I guess okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
He does use it that way. I'm thinking of like shoving it through
Actually, yeah.
someone's chest. Like,
I do also, every time I think about that moment from the trailer, I also think about that one SNL skit where he's undercover boss and he goes, "Let me go find Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Oh wait, I found it. See, is it?" I always think of that.
yeah, no, that is funny. I think honestly, if we did like a ranking of like best like entrances in Star Wars, I think the way that J.J. Abrams decided to introduce Kylo Ren, not just in the trailer, but that opening scene where he stops that X-Wing blaster with the Force and just freezes it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And also, Kylo Ren's theme is my favorite of all of like the character themes.
Like, ooh, get goosebumps every
If
time.
anybody watching this, we're running long here, so if you're still here, thank you for being here. If you like metal music, heavy rock and roll, there is a band called Galactic Empire. They do metal covers of all of the Star Wars music, and their cover of Kylo Ren's theme is so sick. It's on my workout playlist.
Galactic Empire, you said? I am looking them up on Spotify right now. Cool, found them. Got it. Okay.
They do a cover of Duel of the Fates too. It is just they actually have a music video on YouTube of the Duel of the Fates, which is really cool. But yeah, so good. Yeah, that's a good number 3. My number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having a hard time between these 3 moments because they're all so sick in my brain. But I think I am going to have to give the number 3 spot. Oh man, Man, I don't know.
So that's what's happy you did honorable mention, because I've got one that I was like, I want to put somewhere. But
so my number 3 is going to have to be Anakin Obi-Wan on Mustafar.
That's your third. Okay,
Yes.
interesting.
And just like my 3 projects that I'm most excited for this year, these are very close third, second, and first.
Mm-hmm.
Like minuscule between them.
Oh, for sure.
But I don't even think that we have to go into conversation about this battle. Like, it's just like it's the lightsaber duel.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one that everybody taught. Like, when you mention Star Wars lightsaber battle, like, it's this one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
The emotion, the acrobatics, the skill, the hatred, the memes, like the gifs where they're just like,
right. And the fact that everyone can quote what leads into the fight too.
Like, there are necklaces that have like the letters.
Yeah.
like that scene has been immortalized. I think like the memeing of that scene is what has made Revenge of the Sith so lovable amongst such a large swath of the fan base. So yeah, that one's my number 3.
That is a very good number 3. My number 2 is Duel of the Fates. Just like the capacity in which we see lightsaber duels in Phantom Menace, or at least that specific one, versus, because I mean, we had only seen the most impressive lightsaber duel that I think we had seen to that date was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
They weren't that well choreographed out. And I mean, Darth Vader can't really move like that. So, they weren't that well choreographed out. So like to see such a like intense, fast pace, and to know that at times they had to tell like Ian McGregor to slow down because of how intense and fast it was. So in stage combat, a lot of times, or like in film combat,
isn't that scene like slowed down also in production?
Yeah, so a lot of times with stage
like
combat, like when you think about like the MCU fight scenes, like I specifically think of the fight between Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes before he knows that it's Bucky, the Causeway fight. That fight, even though on screen it's really fast and it's in real life, they film it a lot slower than it actually seems. And that's for safety. That's because obviously it's like fake punches, fake kicks, fake knives. Right. But, and I'll talk about this too with my number 1. For a lot of the prequel fights, because of the amount of nerdiness that is Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, a lot of the fights were actually at speed, and sometimes they had to be told to slow down.
They were making the lightsaber hum, like they were making the noises with their mouths.
But like Duel of the Fates, like it's just like it's the hallway moment where like Obi-Wan is like visibly like he's physically in the fight, he's intense, he's angry. Then you have Qui-Gon Jinn who sits there and meditates. You have Darth Maul who's like stalking his prey.
So terrifying.
And you even though we know that Obi-Wan,
and this was the moment here, leading up to that moment was like the first time that we saw the second blade light up,
and we'd never seen that.
Yeah,
we'd never seen that. And then on top of that, like thinking, is Obi-Wan gonna die here? Obi-Wan can't die here. Like he, when he's hanging off and like seeing, there's just like, it's just good nostalgia. It's just like a nostalgic fight for me. Like when I think about Star Wars as a kid, my mind immediately goes to that fight. So that's why it's my number 2.
That is a good number 2. Yeah, that one is so fun. And probably the best scored.
Oh yeah.
Like lightsaber battle in all of Star Wars 2. Mm-hmm. Like that's the one that everybody just like
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just iconic. Great number 2. My number 2. That hallway scene in Rogue One.
Oh my God. I wasn't even thinking of that.
That's why I asked if there could be moments when we started this, because like I can never not include that Darth Vader hallway scene because that was really like up until that moment, you don't really like.
You're not
Yeah,
scared of Darth Vader.
Darth Vader's kind of scary,
Yeah.
but like you don't really see like why everybody is so terrified of Lord Vader throughout the original trilogy, like all this talk, all this kind of stuff. And then you finally see what he's freaking capable of in Rogue One in this hallway scene where he is like this close to destroying the entirety of the plan that the whole movie Rogue One has spent leading up to.
Right.
And the first 2 seasons of the 2 seasons of Andor were
Yeah.
leading up to. He was this close from destroying the whole thing. And like when I was sitting in that theater and it's pitch black and you just hear like the alarms from the Organa's ship, and it's pitch black, and then all of a sudden you just hear a and then the lightsaber lights up and it's like the whole freaking
See, I'm getting goosebumps with you explaining it.
it's
Yeah.
amazing. It was amazing.
Mhm.
Like that was that's probably one of the best moments in theater Star Wars that I think I think most Star Wars fans could agree that they've ever experienced. Like that one
Oh my god.
moment, like that, like
Yeah.
I don't even know how long it lasts. 1:27.
It's just
Like
yeah.
one of the most epic moments in all of Star Wars, and that's why it's my number 2. And that's why I asked if we could do moments, because I'm like, no one else here had a lightsaber. Like he was just ripping through
Which is even
these.
funnier with like A New Hope starting, and he's like, I did it once, you guys got it this time. You know, he's like, I don't need to do it again.
Yeah, like
I wasted it the first time.
They finally catch up to that ship.
Yeah.
Just so happens to be Darth Vader's home planet, which is hilarious.
Right.
But they finally catch up to it, and then he gets off, and he's like looking around, and he's like, "This is a mess. Mine was way cleaner.
Yeah,
What is going on here?"
I did this a lot faster than you guys did. I don't think I can rank that because it's just so like it's like
yeah, it's
top
like
5
it's so
Star
S
Wars
tier. It's like
moments.
S tier that you can't even. Yeah,
So
that's my
I'm
2.
gonna do my honorable mention, and then I'm gonna do my number 1.
Okay.
My honorable mention is the I Am Not Your Failure Obi-Wan in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. That whole fight, that whole everything, the you didn't kill Anakin, I did. Oh my god, Hayden Christensen.
Anakin is gone. I am what remains.
The fact that Hayden was so insistent on not only and Ewan McGregor was very insistent that Hayden Christensen come back, that he be there for the desert scene, but that Hayden Christensen was like, I want to fight as Darth Vader. I want to be in the suit and fight as Darth Vader, and they let him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but that scene alone, and then when you pair it with my number 1, which my number 1 is actually the Mustafar scene.
Okay. Yeah.
That is my number 1. And again, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, because I guess those probably happen relatively close in time.
Within 10 years of each other, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still somewhat fresh.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's
like,
so good.
Dude, you sliced my freaking legs off and left me to burn to death.
And then the fact that in the village he goes to burn Obi-Wan.
That episode, that episode is so I need to rewatch Obi-Wan. That episode was so cool.
I don't care what people say. Obi-Wan Kenobi was so freaking good. So underappreciated.
I'm literally thinking about all of these lightsaber moments that now that I'm just like, oh my god.
In Obi-Wan alone.
Just in that TV show, but I have to have 3 other honorable mentions.
Yeah, right. God.
But yeah, no, that is a very good one. And I think Obi-Wan, that show, that Kenobi got really unfairly received. And I don't think it's I think that they messed up in the casting of Princess Leia.
Really? I think she was a very good Leia.
I enjoyed her, but I think she was just too young.
Interesting.
Like the actress.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was just too young. I don't think she was like quite ready for that part.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's really like that's like my only critique of that whole show.
I will say,
she just felt too young to me.
on the level of critiques, people being like, well, it makes the Master Kenobi years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars line no longer relevant because why didn't she bring that up? Well, first of all, nobody was supposed to know that instance happened.
Yeah.
Second of all, she's recording this as the stormtroopers are coming down.
Yeah, she's about to. Yeah.
What is she supposed to say? Hey, remember when you like saved me from the Empire a couple of years back? Yeah, I need you to do it again.
Yeah. No, like
give me a break.
30 seconds after she records that message, Darth Vader has his hallway scene. Like,
right.
What are we talking about here? Like, of course she's just going to say the one thing that's like, yeah, I don't know. People are silly. Okay. Do I want to give you my number 1 first, or do I want to give you my 3 honorable mentions?
I feel like I know what your number 1 is, so I want to hear your honorable mentions.
You definitely probably do. Okay, my honorable mentions. It literally, when I put my hands up on this, this was the moment that I remembered it.
Yeah.
When the group of Jedi go to attack Chimere in the Acolyte. And he force pushes like all 7 of them, and that's how the episode finishes.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the ensuing episode where he goes on to like destroy all of them. Jackie will forever hold a very special place in my heart. Shout out X23. She is a fantastic actress, like bar none. I loved Jackie. I loved that character. Mm-hmm. And she was awesome. She was like doing the slice thing, like spinning, and like the choreography. The choreography in the Acolyte was just, it was so good. And I'm still pissed that we're like not getting more of that show, because there's so much that they could have done.
There's so much that they could have done. There's so much that they could have answered. There's we finally got something live action, or even just not a book, in that era.
Yeah.
And then you all were silly goofy about it, and it makes me sad.
It did a really great job of like showing that like Ki-Adi-Mundi wasn't actually as innocent as we think he was.
Oh.
You know, because he was aware of everything that was going on. Master Yoda, you know, much younger.
Darth Plagueis?
Yeah, that alone, like, and we've already talked about my theory about Chimere being Ren.
Yeah.
Or the first night of Ren or something. So, like, there were so many directions that they could have gone with that TV show. It's just disappointing that we don't get to see more of it, because, like, the lightsaber battles alone were so well choreographed and so well thought out. So that's one of my honorable mentions. Another one of my honorable mentions is Yoda and Dooku.
Yeah.
In Attack of the Clones. Like, that moment where he, like, drops his cane, pulls his robe out, and, like, force pulls his little... Technically, it's probably a dagger to a normal person, but it's like a lightsaber for him.
Yeah.
And then just like flips all around all over the place. Like, that was just crazy. That one's my second honorable mention. And then I think my third honorable mention. It was the moment in Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm. You're like, where's my cat?
Where is my she's in the closet. The moment in Ahsoka where she's in the world between worlds and is having that flashback with Hayden Christensen, and he's like, he kicks her out of the battle scene and she lands back into the world between worlds, and he's walking through that fog and the lightning flashes behind him and it's like the silhouette of Darth Vader. Like, that moment was just incredible.
You know how I'm going to Star Wars night in April? So right now they have a limited edition legacy lightsaber for Anakin Skywalker. And it's, if you go up on the Switch, it's blue. And if you go down on the Switch, it's red.
That one right there?
Mm-hmm. So I think
that's
because
cool.
I'm dressing as Anakin, I have to cop it.
Yeah.
Like, it's mandatory.
That's really cool. Yeah, you definitely have to get that.
I'm
so those are my 3 honorable mentions. Mm-hmm. And then, so yeah, my number one is the most debated, most hated, most loved battle in all of Star Wars. That throne room scene in The Last Jedi is unmatched to me.
It's
Like
so good.
how it starts when he sliced Snoke in half, I lost my mind in the theater.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. Oh my God. Like I was like standing up yelling at the screen. It was just it was one of those moments because I love Kylo Ren. Like he's probably one of my top 3 favorite characters in Star Wars.
Okay.
And like that moment alone, and then like she pulls it back, and then Rey sticks her hand up and catches it, and then they stand back to back and take on like all of those guards, and it's just like the coolest choreography. Like they're just like going back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
She like throws her lightsaber to Kylo Ren, he catches it, lights it, and like just goes straight through the guy's head. Like that scene was cool. Like that was just so cool. And then the way it ends.
Yeah.
With them pulling the lightsaber again and actually breaking it in half at the same time that General Holdo pulls the Holdo remover.
Yeah.
Maneuver. One of the coolest, that's one of the coolest moments in Star Wars for me. That 10-minute sequence right there alone is one of the reasons why The Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie.
There's like it's such a good character study for the two of them too, because like Kylo Ren, like his technique is flawless, like you can tell that he's been doing this for decades, and Rey is just primal.
Yeah.
It's survival.
Yeah.
It's
that's how her whole life has been, you know?
Yeah. It's that Rey in that fight reminds me of the way Vanessa Kirby describes her fight with Galactus in Fantastic Four First Steps. Just the primal rage and the survival instincts. There's
and that was like Mama Bear. That was a mother's rage. And yeah.
Nothing like female rage, I tell you.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, that scene was so cool. And then, I mean, if you wanted to continue it, you could throw in that final battle on Exegol, by the way, which I remembered.
You remember?
In the middle of the night last night.
Unfortunately, you did not sit up in bed about it, but I'll forgive you.
Right. The moment where she's like pulling her lightsaber back to kill Palpatine and then like pulls her hand out like this. And then all of a sudden it's in Kylo Ren's hand and he just destroys all the Knights of Ren with it. Such a cool scene. Like those two together, like the way I think that they were choreographed so well in all 3 movies in the sequel trilogy. And I will stand on that until the day I die. We
were robbed of more Kylo Ren and Rey.
More Reylo, yeah. I still think it's crazy that Kylo Ren kissed all of the Jedi. That part's crazy. Like he kissed his Uncle Ben, his great Uncle Ben.
He kissed his great Uncle Ben, kissed Ahsoka,
Was she dead? That's the question for me.
Was she in that? I thought she was in the voiceover.
She was. Does that mean that she's dead?
When does Ahsoka die?
She might still be in that movie. She might still be stuck in that other galaxy.
Could you imagine, dude? If she's stuck in that other galaxy, but was able to force project herself into that moment?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. We don't know. We know Dave Filoni is kind of a part of calling the shots now, and that's his favorite. That's his baby. We don't know.
Somebody on Reddit said it is obvious at some point between Ahsoka season 1 and Star Wars episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, she dies. She is not safe. Her plot armor is gone.
Valid. It would make sense.
Maybe Ahsoka season 2?
Maybe
Mandalorian Grogu?
Oh my God. If I have to watch Ahsoka die on screen, I will be a wreck. I don't even want to think about that moment.
No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We don't see it. It's peaceful. It's peaceful. It's peaceful.
I don't think it's gonna be. That's the thing.
It's Ahsoka. It's not going to be.
No, nothing about her life has ever been peaceful. So yeah, I don't know. Does she die? Does her and Grogu die at the same time?
I don't think Grogu's dead.
We can't get into our Mandalorian and Grogu theories. I don't think.
We'll save that.
I'm going to throw my theory out there right now.
Okay.
I don't think Grogu makes it to the beginning of the sequel trilogy. I don't think he lives past what we're getting. That's my theory. We could talk more about it in another episode. But that's where I'm at with Grogu.
Well, thanks everybody for checking in and watching this episode. When we get off of this, I'm gonna walk over to Strez's house and kill him.
That's a long walk.
Listen, I got time.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry to bum everybody out, but let us know what your favorite lightsaber battle is in the comment section below. Click that like button while you're down there also. And also, if you haven't done so yet, click that subscribe button.
Yeah.
We got new episodes dropping every Friday. We've actually been really good at being consistent about this. And eventually,
I'm proud of us.
Eventually, the show's going to be live, which is going to be really fun.
That's going to be so much fun. You guys get to see the parts that we edit out, which actually we don't edit out that much.
I don't edit much out in post.
We keep all of our shenanigans in. So you'll see them live. You'll see us actually think through the shenanigans instead of it being like post-productioned.
Yeah. So enjoy this episode of the Gridiron Geeks. This is our longest episode so far, which is really cool. So we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.